It's lesson 33, product of prime factors and statements about unequal quantities. Write the following numbers as products of prime factors. All right, prime numbers. You guys know what prime numbers are, like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, right? So they're only divisible by 1 and themselves. So we want to break these down to all prime numbers, okay? So I do upside down division. All right. So what number goes into 108? Let's start with 2. That'd be easy. Okay. 2. You have to divide it in your head. Okay. You want to be able to divide it in your head. So it'd be 54. And then I would keep doing 2 until you run out. Okay. Until you can't do 2 anymore. So 2 goes into 54. That'd be what? 27. All right. Now 2 does not go into 27. So what goes into 27? 3. And 3 goes in how many times? 9. And then we keep going because 9 is divisible by 3. And then 3 times. Okay. So then you want to write it as a product of prime numbers. So 108 is actually equal to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And the way that I want you to write it is 2 squared times 3 cubed. All right. So it's written as a product of prime numbers. All right. Factors are just things that multiply together. So same thing. All right. Now let's do 400. So everyone, what goes into 400? 2. How many times? 200. What goes into 200? 2. How many times? What goes into 100? 2. How many times? 50. What goes into 50? How many times? All right. What goes into 25? Great job. And it'd be 5 times 5. Okay. So then your final answer would be, how many 2's are there right there?
4.
So it'd be 2 to the 4th times 5 to the 2nd. Okay. All right. Now we're back to these word problems. All right. So find a number such that 8 times the number is 36 greater than the opposite of the number. Don't check your answer. All right. Find a number such that 8 times the number is. So what do you guys think we should write for 8 times the number? 8n. All right. And what should we write for is? Okay. Now, I like to put the 36 greater or less than after the next thing. Okay, on the greater than, it won't mess you up, but on the less than, it will. So like, because you can add in any order, but you can't subtract in any order. So just be careful with like less than, you always put it second. So I kind of like to also put greater than second, all right? So 36 is greater than the opposite of the number. So that means I'm going to start with the opposite of the number, which is what? Yeah, and then I do 36 is greater than that, plus 36, okay? Now we just solve, all right? So we are going to add n right here to both sides. So we get 9n equals 36, because that's a 1n right there. And then we divide both sides by 9, and n is equal to 4. All right. If the sum of a number and 6 is multiplied by 2, the result is 10 greater than the number. Find the number. Don't check your answer. All right. Sum of a number and 6. What should we put for that, everyone? Yeah, sum 6 plus n, okay, is multiplied by 2. That means that entire thing is multiplied by 2. I like to put the 2 in the front. It can go in the back as well, okay? The result is, what should I put for the result is? Yep, 10 greater than the number. So again, I like to put the plus 10 after the n, 10 greater than the number, because if it's less than, you have to put it after. All right, now we're going to solve it. So I'm going to distribute this right here. This would be 2n plus 12 equals n plus 10. I like to cancel the variable on this side, so I'm going to subtract the n and line it up. And I like to cancel the number on this side, so they're all over here. All right, so I have 2n minus 1n is 1n, or just n. Okay, these would cancel, and I have 10 minus 12 is negative 2. All right, twice a number is 42 less than negative 102. By the way, this less than stuff will be on the test, so make sure you know how to write it correctly, all right, because this is where people usually mess up. All right, twice a number is. So first of all, what should we write down for twice a number is? Good job. 2n equals. All right, 42 less than negative 102. This one's weird. But you guys, we want the 42 less than to go after negative 102. We do minus 42. That represents 42 less than negative 102. Okay? Find the number. All right. Usually there's like a variable here, but not on this one, right? This is just combining like terms. That makes a bigger negative right there. So negative 144. Divide both sides by 2. And n equals negative 72. Okay. Let's try some whiteboards. My board's like bouncing all around. I think from up